What's going on, y'all? Grind Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And shout out to my boy Trey's Travels for sending in this story. I guess this is pretty recent. And as you can see, it says, man has been paralyzed by a college student after ruining his chance with 2 women. And this to me sounds like a triple beta male moment if you ask me, an elite level beta male if you ask me. But of course, we're going to see, what all took place. How did the guy ruin his chances? Why did this guy come back and do what he did? How did it end up getting to the point where the guy's paralyzed? How bad is it?
Do you wake up every morning thinking you can walk and then remembering that you will never, ever walk again?
The man you see pictured here is the triple beta male who perpetrated the crime. And the title of this article here is Man from Miami Sentenced for Assaulting, Paralyzing VO Tech Classmate. And this is not Miami like, oh yeah, palm trees and nice pretty women. This is like Miami, Oklahoma. So maybe Edge Game might know two, 3 things about this little area. Is it a nice place or is it just a college town? What is it? But anyway, man, this title right here reminds me of that recent movie that just came out, Man from Toronto. Because, they got the Man from Miami on there, too, man. This guy looks like him a little bit, your boy, Jace Williams. Jace! Let's go and get to the article and see what these guys got to say, though. A man was sentenced Friday in federal court for a 2017 attack in which he picked up a fellow student and slammed the student's head onto the ground, leaving him paralyzed, announced U.S. Attorney Clint Johnson. U.S. District Judge Gregory K. Frizzle sentenced Jace Christian Williams, 23, of Miami, Oklahoma, to 51 months in federal prison, and followed by 3 years of supervised release. Judge Frizzle will determine restitution in an August 26 hearing. The victim of the crime is reported to be Owen Looper. Prosecutors had argued for a 10-year federal prison sentence, which is an upward departure from the federal sentencing guidelines. Prosecutors stated that both the extreme nature of Williams' criminal conduct and the victim's resulting physical and mental suffering warranted the departure. I agree with that, man, because it's like you've ruined this guy's life now. You've absolutely ruined his life because he stopped your chances with some women. Yeah, I don't like friends that are always trying to one-up you or make you look bad in front of people, but that's not the way that you go about it, man. I think he definitely deserves more than what he got. I think that's what 4 years is what they said he actually got. And then, you have them 3 little baby years of probation. You ain't doing nothing to the point where you need to be, I guess, supervised anyway. I guess you are kind of a risk, to be honest. I mean, but you ain't doing no drugs or nothing like that, I guess, or selling no drugs or busting no guns or nothing like that. So I guess there's that. But, yeah, man, this guy definitely deserves way more than that. Let's go to the next part. On November 3rd, 2017, a classmate drove Williams and 2 friends to E200 Road in Afton in order to watch an unrelated fight between 2 different men. After arriving, the driver remained in his truck, scrolling through his phone. Other students, including the victim, also drove to the location in order to watch the fight. So it's old country Oklahoma. We're going to come out there and watch Jethro and them fight. While the victim and the other students assembled in a circle waiting for the fight to begin, multiple witnesses from different vantage points saw Williams suddenly attack the victim from behind. In a maneuver similar to what is commonly referred to as a suplex, Williams wrapped his arms around the victim's body, lifted him backwards, and slammed him head first onto the ground. While the victim was on his stomach on the ground, Williams proceeded to spat on the victim and repeatedly punch him in the back. So yeah, that's crazy. 4 years only? Yeah, man, you try that. I would say that would be attempted murder, to be honest, man. I don't think 4 years is enough, to be honest. And then you came back and you punched the man in the back of his head, punched him in the back, and you spit on him like, you little dirty sack of nothing. All because of some women. And I guess like a story that was kind of similar to this, not really similar, but imagine like y'all know the whole Kevin Ray Wilder thing with Coach Whitepill. Imagine something like this happening to Kevin Ray Wilder, man. Coach Whitepill, he felt a way about Kevin Ray Wilder taking all the girls, and then he was like, hey, and then he not only kicked him out, but he suplexed him, and now, hey man, ain't no more Kevin Ray Wilder. Well, at least not the same way you see him on the screen no more. But yeah, man, this is an extreme triple beta male. I'm really wondering, what did Owen Looper say to these girls that made this guy go full retard like this? Like, if you think about it, because I don't know, did he say, oh yeah, man, Jace has fleas, Jace has he has STDs. Did he say like Jace is a bi dude or something like that, and he's busting booties on the side? And I don't know, what could he have said that made this guy feel like this? I think this is kind of along the lines of that extreme entitlement that some people in that particular sector of beings have. You know, you feel like you're entitled to the women instead of you going and doing a power tools mass execution. You went and did this, which is just as bad to me. I mean, not just as bad, but it is still bad, if you know what I mean. So I just don't really agree with it. Let's go to the next part. Williams' two friends then returned to the truck and told the driver Williams had jumped the victim and that it was bad. Soon after, Williams returned to the truck breathing heavily and demanded the driver take him home. The driver testified that Williams ripped off his own shirt and bragged what he had done to the victim was fun and that he wanted to do it again. The driver said he feared the defendant at that point and complied. So basically the driver came back like an anime character with some bloodlust in his eyes. His eyes basically turned red. He was like, ha! It was fun. I don't know. He turned into like Aaron Yeager or something like that. I guess. I don't know if Aaron Yeager a good, example of this. But yeah, that was crazy. And then it says here, a witness to the crime called 911 and waited for paramedics to arrive. The victim was transported to a hospital in Joplin, Missouri. The victim sustained a C6-7 fracture sublation with bilateral locked facets and paralysis. As a result of the injuries inflicted by Williams, the victim is a quadriplegic. That's ugly. That's super ugly. A quadriplegic, all because of some girls, bro? Come on, man. The crime occurred within the boundaries of the Cherokee Nation Reservation. The FBI and Ottawa County Sheriff's Office conducted the investigation. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Richard M. Sella and Brandon A. Skates prosecuted the case. Ugly. The victim and defendant attended the same technical school in Afton and knew one another prior to the incident. In the days leading up to the crime, Williams repeatedly expressed anger towards the victim because he felt the victim had interfered with and ruined Williams' chances of having an sexual encounter with two women. Williams went as far as to tell one student that he would like to make sure the victim couldn't use his arms or legs for 5 months. And how would you determine that? Do you have like a special anime move that you do that's like, oh, you're 5 months slam? Come on, bro. You knew that what you were doing when you did that, man, and you let your anger get the best of you, man. Basically, man, I guess the lesson of this story, man, is do not be a beta male to the point where you let some stuff like this get you sent to prison or jail or whatever the hell, man. Like, also, if you're a guy like Owen Looper, man, you gotta kind of chill on that kind of stuff, trying to make your friends or make people that you're hanging with look bad. I guess because you never know when you're gonna offend the wrong man. I guess like they say, 48 laws of power.
Law number 19: do not offend the wrong person. There are many different kinds of people in the world, and you can never assume that everyone will react to your strategies in the same way. Deceive or outmaneuver some people and they will spend the rest of their lives seeking revenge. They are wolves in lamb's clothing. Choose your victims and opponents carefully. Never offend or deceive the wrong person. Here are the 5 most dangerous and difficult types of people that you will definitely stumble upon at some point in your life. Number 1. The arrogant and proud man. Although he may initially disguise it, this man's touchy pride makes him very dangerous. Any perceived slight will lead to a vengeance of overwhelming violence. You may say to yourself, but I only said such and such at a party, everyone was drunk, it doesn't matter. There is no sanity behind his overreaction, so do not waste time trying to figure him out. If at any point in your dealings with a person you sense as oversensitive with overactive pride, flee, run away. Whatever you're hoping for from this person isn't worth it.
Yeah, that is that's not the way to go out here in these streets, man. Just chill and leave and let these guys do whatever they're gonna do, unless you're a jealous beta male yourself. Which that might have been the case. 2 beta males and 1 beta male got the short end of the stick, apparently here, because going to prison for 4 years compared to having a lifetime of paralysis is definitely the short end of the stick, if you ask me, man. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out what these folks are saying in this comment section about this whole thing. Let's go. So one man loses his freedom and one man loses his free will and able-bodiedness. And you guys saw the degeneracy in the comment section. There were a few people that were regular, but that leads me to ask you the question of, how do you feel about this? Do you think that the guy who ruined the chances of Jace should have got, he got what he deserved? Or do you think that old Jace did too much? I personally think old Jace did too much. I again will say that On Looper should have chilled out and left it alone. I don't really like people like that are always constantly trying to belittle people and make other folks look silly in front of folks. But I don't think that it's ever that serious. I think when it comes to stuff like this, you have to, I guess, again, think about the future. What will this get me? Will this help me? Will this hinder me? Will I even feel good after this kind of stuff, man? You got to think hard, man, because this guy's only 23, and now, he's got 4 years. He'll be about 20-something, so he'll be out here. He won't be that down bad because he'll only be 27, but he'll be down bad because he missed some years out of life, and now he's going to be a felon and be on parole out there in Oklahoma. So yeah, that's going to be tough for him getting out of there after that. I don't know. Maybe it won't be. He might have a little business from his dad or something he can take up on, man. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole thing right here, man. Like I said earlier, don't be a triple elite beta male. And also, don't be the kind of guy that's belittling others and you never know who you're dealing with. But if you watched up to this point, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.